Okay, I'm gonna be trying something new. My camera's up there. My computer's over here. I'm gonna be 15-minute timer. I should probably reset that actually. I'm gonna set 15 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm gonna be laying down, doing nothing, staring at my ceiling for 15 minutes. Um, that's it. Yeah. Do not disturb is on. Oh god. I'm just gonna start implementing this. I probably shouldn't. Like, the camera isn't there. Like, it's not there because it's something to do. It's there because it's to document like anything I want to do, as well as I feel like one factor, or like not one factor, one thing this will do is like it'll give me like I don't want to say ideas, but like I feel like it'll affect how I like my thought process. And like all I can do for 15 minutes is just think and technically talk, but I'm gonna not talk the entire time. Mostly silent. I don't know. Maybe I will. I know my computer's in like my field of vision, but I'm not gonna be like looking at that. I'm looking directly up at a white ceiling right now. I'm not even gonna look at the time. Like I said, I'm on do not disturb, so I won't be getting any notifications or anything.
I won't disturb you.
Okay. I didn't know that was on. Oh. Okay. This is like I'm already bored. Just gotta relax. I chose my floor, not like my bed or any or chair. I guess a chair would work, but I didn't. I don't think I have like a blank wall to stare at. I feel like my ceiling is the most blank thing. Like my ceiling or floor, and I feel like if I were to like close my eyes or if I were to lay on my bed, I'd fall asleep. But I've got like there's a light there and there's a light there, so unless I'm falling asleep with these bright lights. I want to say it's been like has it been 2 minutes? Probably not. Maybe like a minute 30. I'm already cooked, bro. Surviving 7 days buried alive like Mr. Beast. Ooh, my head hurts from doing this. I don't know. Maybe it's the light. I have there's actually four. There's some over there. There's four very bright lights just shining into my soul. Like I'm probably gonna see like I forget what it's called, but it's like the thing. Like when you stare at a light and then it burns into your vision. Yeah. Gosh. Like I'm probably gonna get that. Now, I'm doing this. I think it was 8:55, so it'll be what 9:10 by the time the it'll be 9:10 by the time the 15 minutes are over, or something like that. I'm wondering how that'll. I'd like to be asleep by 10, which probably isn't the best if an hour beforehand I'm staring at four bright lights, or like not directly, but indirectly staring at four bright lights for 15 minutes. But I'm wondering how like my nightly routine stuff, anything I want to do for tomorrow, will be affected by this if I want to do it more. Actually, I haven't thought at all. Like I'm only reflecting um, about the ceiling and like what I'm currently feeling. Like I feel like the lights have gotten brighter as this has gone on. I feel like they're really bright. Holy. When I blink, it resets. I looked away. I looked at my wall. Ruining the challenge. I've been looking directly up. Not like directly. I've been looking up like in a slight radius, but I looked at my wall for 1 second. Let's think. I gotta think about like videos, cause like, I mean, I've on this channel I've talked about like how like I just talk about my other channel that isn't related to this channel, and that channel isn't related. Like this channel isn't related to that channel, and that channel isn't related to this channel. But they're both ran by me, so I've talked about that channel a lot on here. I think it's been every single video actually, or nearly. But I gotta think about like video ideas for that channel, cause like what I've been doing recently a lot is I've been researching a lot, like figuring out what is best to do, and everything, like how to improve my stuff. But to improve my stuff, if I want to improve every single video, like to make the best video, I just have to improve a video. Like if you make a really bad video, but then you improve it by 1%, you improve it 100 times. You've doubled how good the video is, and if you just do that enough, you'll get the perfect video eventually. And if I ever want to do that, I need to upload more. But I have like a standard of quality, so I'm not just gonna upload junk. I need like an actual video idea to then implement the things that I've learned from my last video. Like I know my last video, the biggest things was the thumbnail was really bad. Because the thumbnail was like, it was very simple. I think it was actually a really good thumbnail. However, it didn't reflect the actual video. It kind of did. Like, it was about speedrunning Minecraft from the Nether, where I started in the Nether. And the thumbnail was me on a small little island in the middle of a lava lake, like a huge lava lake. But then I started the video in a Soul Sand Valley, so it was kind of messed up there. And I also messed up. I implemented more like cinematic music to implement like a story, because I painted the Nether, Jack Black. I painted the Nether as the main enemy. I had to survive the Nether starting there. You usually start in the overworld, such a peaceful place. The Nether is so hostile. But I'm starting the Nether. I have to escape the Nether and then beat the game. But in reality, I broke the fourth wall multiple times, and I think one thing that really showed me that was a big issue was that the average view duration was like, I think it was just under 3 minutes, which it's usually like that for me, but I usually upload like a 5-minute video, so it's different for someone to watch 3 minutes of a 5-minute video than to watch 3 minutes of like a 10-minute video. I think it was 12 minutes actually. But the average view duration was like 3 minutes in, or just below that, like 250. I went to that exact point, and it was the first time I broke the fourth wall, and I broke a couple other times, where I talk that, because it was like I had voiceover scenes, and I had like in-person scenes. But there was very few voiceovers. Like there was like some just at the start and just at the end, and then it was mostly just me in the moment. But then me in the moment was also explaining what I was doing, and like talking directly to the viewer. And I feel like that broke the fourth wall, kind of ruined the vibe. And I do wonder if I'd edited it. Would it be better if I had edited it normally, or if I had edited it cinematic? If I had edited it like how I normally do, in like a very fast-paced, like 5-minute, like the 5-minute video style, where everyone complains about how like short my videos are or whatever. But I use like fast-paced, like just game music, stuff like that. If it would have done better than if I used the cinematic music, and I can't gauge that now because did the cinematic music wrong in comparison to how I normally do it. I normally do it in a different way, and I do that right. So I feel like I just gotta learn, you know. But then again, in my niche, the modern day niche, uses cinematics a lot. I also realized in the middle of saying all that I have fully like forgotten about like the timer and everything. I've zoned out. I've been locked in on the ceiling. I've just been talking. Like, this is just private talks right here. I feel like I was thinking about doing this in silence, but then again, if I'm uploading this to YouTube, anyone that finds this is gonna be like, okay, so you just sat there for 15 minutes. Like, I don't really care about this. You're just gonna skip through it. But if I talk the full time, maybe I'll stay here. But it's also good for me to talk because, like, I'm a talker. I like to commentate. I think one of the greatest things one of the things that has led me to being really good at like just yapping. I can just yap, and I feel like I can come up with a lot of things on the spot, like just things to say. Or I'm real. I think now that I shoot my own horn, I'm definitely tooting my own horn here. I'm a narcissist and I hate everybody. Whatever. I think I'm pretty good at problem solving. I think it's one of my better traits. And I think one thing that has got me really good at that is from a young age, like really, really young. I've talked to myself. I do it a lot, like in and out of recording. And recording, I'm going to talk to myself, like just why not? You know, I'll just say what I'm thinking about. All this talk, by the way, started from me saying I need to think about videos, and in saying this, I'm not thinking about newer video ideas. I just realized how I'm big on like inspiration and motivation. So how I get a lot of my video ideas is I scroll YouTube and I look at things that inspire me, what's doing well, you know, my niche. Over doing this, I don't have access to that, so I just gotta like bluntly think of creativity. Which, I mean, if making YouTube videos is an art form, I guess creativity is necessary in some sort. I have video ideas for when I join into like an SMP, but I have to wait for that. Like multiplayers, you just gotta wait for everything. I can't do things single player. But single player is also worse, you know. I'm gonna go off topic again here, but single player Minecraft, making videos in single player is so much harder than multiplayer. Because multiplayer, you can paint characters, you can paint yourself as the main character or a side character. You can easily paint villains because it's so easy to make characters out of people, because it's people behind the players. But when you play single player, you can't really do that. You don't have another player to paint as a villain, or because you're probably gonna end up painting yourself as the main character in a story. So what are you gonna paint as the villain? I was able to paint I was able to tell a more cinematic story with my most recent video because I painted the Nether as the villain. But like, if I were to speedrun 37 shulker boxes of blast furnaces, who's the villain? You know, I could implement a villain. I definitely could, but I didn't. Because like, there's no like clear villain. It's just a challenge, and I completed the challenge, and that's just what the video was. And I think the video was a bit bottlenecked by that. If I told more of a story, it would be better. But yeah, I guess my main thing I do, if I didn't have YouTube to inspire me, I'd just, because what I do on YouTube is I just search like general like Minecraft SMP, Minecraft challenge, whatever, and I'd sort it by popularity, I'd sort it by last year, I'd sort it by like, you know, relevance, stuff like that. I'd look on YouTube Studio. I'd look on YouTube Studio, to see what other viewers are watching. I did notice in my cinematic, like, I don't normally get like I just you know, YouTube Studio will tell me like some things about videos, but I'm not like insanely popular or anything, so I don't have, some of the analytics are a bit scuffed. Like it'll show me like, oh, viewers also watched these videos, and it'll just be like one viewer for like 10 videos. That's it. So it's like, okay, 10 of my viewers each watched one of these other videos. So like, why does that matter to me? I didn't notice when I told a cinematic story with another video, it was still just like one person watched these. Occasionally it'll be 2 people watch this. I got like 7 people on one of them. I had like 20% of viewers watch. No, 7 is a bit crazy. It was 20% of viewers that also watched another piece of content watched this video, and it was a video that was like Mr. Beast style with like a story and everything. But it wasn't by Mr. Beast. It was a Mr. Beast clone. So it was like, ooh, that's interesting. Like, people came from that video. So it's like, I wonder how that relates to things. So I just gotta think. Like Mr. Beast is a good example. Like I could just look at Mr. Beast videos and be like, okay, what he's gonna he did what Squid Game. I can't make Squid Game in Minecraft. That's not something I can do. I can't host a game show because I don't have multiplayer capabilities until I join a server, or I collaborate with somebody. But I don't like collaborating with other people because then you have to set everything up with them. It takes time. I don't like my videos. I don't like having to rely on other people for my videos. It's just like, bruh, what are we doing? See, he did Squid Game. I know that. He does a lot of. Oh, it's over already. I was ready to keep going, bro. Jeez. Okay. Well, I guess now I can look at YouTube to find more video ideas. So yeah, I kind of just got in the flow there. Wow. Okay. Oh. Oh. All right. Like and subscribe. Yeah. I might do this tomorrow.